Good evening, everybody. Dr. Glow here with my final panel for the year. We're talking about creating a solid future, and I have some amazing panelists here with me today. We're going to have an in-depth conversation around their businesses, around their organizations, and all the great work they do right here in my hometown of Mount Vernon. So excited to have both these queens with me tonight. So I'm going to give them opportunity to talk about who they are, where they're from, and give a little background about themselves. Khendra, why don't we start with you?
Okay, I'm Kendra David. Um, let's see, I'm from Mount Vernon, raised. My family's from the Caribbean. I went to all the schools here in Mount Vernon. I currently serve as the Deputy Chief of Staff for the City of Mount Vernon. I have my own personal business called Khay, which is a holistic collective. We like to curate spaces for wellness by going into nature, hiking, sound bowls, meditation, yoga, stuff like that. And then excitingly, I found out today that I'm finally incorporated. So I have my 501(c)(3), and
Yay!
that is called the Art of Care Incorporated. So I'm going to transition over to nonprofit so I can continue doing programming for the youth in my community. So I'm so excited to be here.
Wow,
Thank
that
you.
is so huge.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yes.
Thank
That is definitely
you.
good. All right, Priscilla, darling.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for having us, Dr. Glow. My name is Dr. Pricilla Echi. I am the founder and CEO of The Social Butterfly. I am a wellness architect and a creative by nature. I'm originally from Yonkers. I now currently reside in the city of Mount Vernon. I have been able to create wellness spaces as well. We just opened our fourth one at Denzel Washington Performing School of the Arts. We have expanded internationally now. We are opening a space in Jamaica. We have four spaces that we're currently opening at the moment, one in City Hall, one at Edward Williams, one in Philadelphia, and one in East New York. So we also create programming for these spaces as well. And we do the work when it comes to giving families the
Mhm.
tools that they need to navigate big feelings and trauma and transition. And we do it with hope and with love.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm so excited to have both of you, especially around this whole wellness theory, because around this time of year, especially around the holidays, people's wellness tends to be more challenged by loss and grief. Even the financial instability. We've had a major tragic tragedy in our own community with a fire recently that we've all felt a lot of pressure around, especially as
Mhm.
wellness folks who stepped in and support a lot of these families. But I know for a lot of people professionally, we talk a lot about creating visions for where we want to move forward and we want to create for the world. So I know you both have visions for your organization, just like I have a vision for Daisy Dream Project and as well as Black Girl Everything. So Kendra, can you talk to me about what creating a vision looks like for you?
Oh, for me, creating a vision is me manifesting my greater self or manifesting how I want people to feel when it comes to my business, how I want them to take away the experience. So when it comes to like visioning, I love using boards. I'm a visual learner, so I pin everything. I have a vision board. We were just talking earlier about our vision boards on our phone. So I'm someone that likes to I love colors. I like people to feel warm and all sorts of things. So I really like to physically put my things into places and then like manifest it that way.
Yeah, manifestation is a big word. It's a big word. I call myself a master manifester. So I'm very clear
Mm,
and intentional about all the words that I use all the time. Because
Yes.
even
mhm.
when I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, all you do is just drag yourself down. Now to say,
Hmm.
well, you know what? I'm going to rest soon, right? I try to like switch my words around because it changes and shifts the whole narrative of my day. So,
Mhm.
Dr. Priscilla, darling,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
talk to
ma'am.
me about creating a vision for you because you're definitely a visionary.
I am. And sometimes my vision is bigger than my bank account. But we're manifesting that, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
creating a vision for me is deciding and with intention, um, who am I becoming and what it is that I'm trying to build. I think personally, for me, I'm the kind of human uh, that is very intentional about who I want to be, how I love, how I heal, and then how I show up,
Hmm.
Mhm.
right? And I think excuse me, it's like it's the blueprint for the impact that I am called to make and and um, the lives that my work that I'm doing is trying to transform. That's like the vision. Like I am very intentional about creating that vision. And if you want to bring it back to scripture, you say, without vision, the people perish. You have to have something in your mind's eye that you are focused on as your
Right.
vision, and you have to make that be authentic to you
Mhm.
and to
Hmm.
your experience. And so that's how and what creating a vision is to me personally and professionally, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely dig that, especially when we're talking about making sure it's true to you. Because the biggest word for me that always comes through is like, how are you living your life with purpose, right? So I did a
Mhm.
workshop the other day
Mm,
around branding for folks, and people was like, well, we thought
mhm,
it was all about my marketing and all this other stuff. I said, no, it's not. I said, it's all it's really is about is you.
mm.
It's
Right.
about who you are and how
Yes.
you're aligning the
Yes.
work with the community and
Right.
like line work with
Hmm.
community and purpose, and you have everything that
Hmm.
you need. So, Kendra, my next question for you is really about where you're going, especially now as you congratulations transitioning to a 501(c)(3), which is magical for you. Very
Mhm.
excited about that. But what are some of your goals? How does that purpose and how does that align with your goals and your purpose of the work that you're doing?
I think for me, like even creating the nonprofit, I feel like as a young person, I struggled with my feelings, and I see now with
Mm.
social media, these younger kids are struggling with their feelings and articulating how they feel, and I had to learn that in my big girl era, and I want to create a space where it's just it's there, they learn it, they have other people that look like them that are also transitioning or already been there, like the aunties in the crew that can say that is a big feeling and you have that is valid. So I want to create a space where I wish I had essentially when I was growing up, like a nice safe space to
Hmm.
just be young, to learn how to breathe, to
Hmm.
learn how to, channel my feelings, to learn how to be upset and be okay with being upset. I think we don't have a space for that right now. And I know Dr. Priscilla, she creates those spaces in the schools, and I'm like so in awe with what you're doing. And I just want to continuously amplify that. So my whole purpose is to provide a space where we can actively feel and be safe.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And I think I find it interesting that you both your businesses and the organizations they align, right? But we all work together in moving community moving forward. It's so
Yeah.
much more important when we are all aligned with our purpose because we're the power of what we're able to get done is so much greater,
Hmm.
right?
Mhm.
So a lot of people sometimes, especially in our community, they get so caught into the idea of competition, not realizing
Right.
if you are
Hmm.
clear with your vision and somebody else has a similar vision, you guys can
Mhm.
really get something
Hmm.
done.
Yes,
Like
amen.
it
It
makes
sure
so much
does.
more sense.
Yeah.
That definitely is true. So, Dr. Priscilla, for you, I know there's been moments in your life where you had to shift and change direction, right? Once your clarity came through for
Hmm.
you. So, talk about that for people, how sometimes they got to pivot their life from one angle to the next, and how much their next
Hmm.
chapter is probably their better chapter.
Hmm.
Mm. I always say loss is the prerequisite for more, right? Um,
Hmm.
hmm. There was a moment, there's several moments. I'm gonna try to narrow it down to one. So, for me, it was the moment when I realized that my pain wasn't something I was just surviving, that it was actually
Hmm.
the material that I would use to fuel my purpose,
Hmm.
Yeah.
right? And
Wow.
that clarity shifted me from just getting through life, as we tend to
Hmm.
say, to actually intentionally designing um, my life, the
Hmm.
programs I create, the stories that I share,
Hmm.
and the spaces to be able to help other people heal too.
Yeah.
Piggybacking off what you said, Kendra, I remember you asked me in the mayor's office in a meeting you guys had called together after we had Dr. Yaki at the school. And you said, "What is your why?" And I said, "Becoming what I needed," right?
Oh,
Mm,
And
yes.
when you create those spaces or you have those moments of clarity that actually shift you into that and you realize that it
Mm.
is the fruit is never for the tree, it's for the people who pass by. So it's not
Oh,
for you.
yes.
That
Yes.
experience you experience is not for you. And
Right.
that kind of helps me to my life to stop being random and more strategic. If
Mm.
mm.
right? So you intentionally, strategically now align with your purpose, and that gives you the clarity that you need.
Right. Right. That
Yo,
makes
that was
sense.
powerful. You dropped
Yeah.
so many gems just now. I'm
For
just
real.
like, yes, I
Black
take
girl,
all of
For
it.
everything.
real. It's no, it's so true. I love
Especially
that.
around that
Yeah.
part around
Hmm.
clarity, right? Because there's so
Yes.
many distractions in the world. There's so many things that can
Yes.
have us so focused in another area. I realize sometimes when I'm working on major projects, that's when everything comes out. That's when my family got all the
Oh,
issues.
Oh,
yeah.
That's when
yes.
something else happens. That's
Yes.
when my
Yes.
kids don't act right.
Right.
All of a
Yes.
sudden, my stomach hurt. And all these
Right.
happen. And when you're
Right.
destined for
Hmm.
greatness, right? And
Yeah.
the world
Hmm.
is really traumatic for me. I was like, something amazing is about to happen.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's how you know.
That's yeah. I
Exactly.
agree. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yes.
Kendra, talk to me. So, wellness is staying calm and teaching people how to breathe, right? I'm hearing a lot of that through your work. So, when
Hmm.
people are having challenges, right? So, what are some of the things that you would suggest they can do when they're trying to maintain their vision?
Me, I like to go get grounded. I think visiting nature at any point of the day is important. Going outside, sometimes if it's cold, get that crisp air on your face.
Mm.
But going outside and just taking a deep breath, like
Mhm.
even in my, professional capacity, when, people are coming to my office and, they're coming with these challenges and dilemmas, I literally say, no, you have to slow down. You have to sit. You have to sit to talk to me because this running
Mhm.
around, like I don't want my adrenaline high and then I can't clearly think because yours,
Yeah.
I'm mirroring what you're doing. So
Oof.
I or I'll be like, let's do a walking meeting. Let's walk around the block and let's figure this out. So
Mhm.
I tend to, even with my daughter, I'll be like, why don't you just go outside and take a deep breath, go touch the ground or something.
Right.
So I love hiking, I like visiting nature, but I am a nature girly. Like even if it's just like going to like take pictures of flowers, I find that I become more grounded when I actually experience something that is beyond me or feel like that I have no control over. So I always tell
Mm.
people like, why don't you just go outside? Like go catch some air. It's nice out there.
Yeah.
Go get
Mhm.
some sun on your
Mhm.
face a little bit. And it
Right.
really shifts your energy when you just take
Mhm.
that moment to just like slow down and breathe. So that
Mhm.
is my go-to. I'm always like, yeah, let's go outside for a minute.
No,
Mhm.
I definitely got you. Dr. Priscilla, what do you think about just going outside and getting that crisp air on your face?
Girl. I love, first of all, vitamin D is one of your doctors, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that and fresh prana, as they call it, air,
Mm-hmm.
those two, when connected, that is what gives you that shift. So I
Mm-hmm.
agree with you, Kendra. Like you need those two things. Just go outside. Our parents used to be like, let me catch you when the street light comes on. But you didn't understand. We needed to be outside.
Yeah,
We needed that
yeah,
moment,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I fully agree with you guys.
Mhm.
Absolutely. That's what I think about it. I agree.
Mhm. Even
100%.
that, just to piggyback off of that, like
Mhm.
we were the last generation to actually be outside often. And I feel like
Everything is
there's
this now.
something about
Mhm.
outside that keeps me so grounded that
Mhm.
some of these kids don't recognize. They'd be like, Miss, what? Like I took a couple of kids to on a trail and it was like, we're in the forest. I was like, this is a trail. There's nothing
Mhm.
foresty about this. But they had such
Right.
a good time, like following
Mhm.
the trail and the
Mhm.
markers, and they had so much fun. And it was like, oh, we got to do this again. I was like, it's outside. Like it's really outside. You just got to get out there.
Right.
So it's really important to get them acclimated back into just, being outside.
Being a
Yeah,
kid
no, I think
again.
it's so important. I just came back from vacation. We went on a cruise and
Oh,
we were
yeah.
it was just her and I, one of our first actual solo cruise as a couple. And we were just like, she was like, I'm gonna stay in the room. I was like, I am going outside.
Yes.
And it wasn't even warm out there. I had on a hoodie. I didn't care.
Need a
I sat on a
moment.
little chair with my
Yeah.
book
Hmm.
and I was absorbing whatever sunlight I can get. I was like, here goes
Yeah.
the sun, here goes the sun, and the
Chase
fresh
it.
air. And then I
Yeah.
had to get a towel, cover myself because I was kind of cold, but it didn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because I just needed to be outside. And I sat out there for like
Hmm.
3 hours. And I was
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
like, okay, now I'm good.
Yes.
I got some fresh air in my lungs because my
Okay.
vacation
Hmm.
time is how I reset.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I get
Mm-hmm.
away, when I'm out of my house, when I'm away from everywhere, it's just like I really go somewhere else just to be outside somewhere,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to get
Yes.
that new environment. So yeah, I agree. Like I tell people all the time, there's like, how do you manage maintaining your vision and things you want to do? I actually just
Hmm.
travel and I go
Yeah.
outside
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
go
New
outside. It's so
environment.
fun.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
it gotta change
important.
it up a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Change it
Even
up a
if you
little
don't go like super, super far, I always tell people like
bit.
go just we live in Westchester County and it has so
Hmm.
many beautiful
It's
parks.
Oh,
beautiful here.
So many beautiful
yes.
parks and they're free. So
Hmm.
you can just visit any one of them and just,
Right.
sit under the tree and
Right.
relax a little bit.
Right.
You can even bring your whole lunch, but
Right.
it's really
Right.
important. And it's a really good reset, like you said.
Yep.
Yeah, no, trust me. If I'm ever in my office and it's training for me, I go lay outside on the turf. I just lay out there.
Right, right,
Yeah, I'm
right.
a
Not sure what's
ground
going on
today.
outside my gate, but I'm gonna lay out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna make it through. So, Dr. Brazil,
Right.
you talked a little bit more so around faith, right? So, how is faith and mindset and the
Mm.
motivation for your vision process? I know you got something to say. Preach
Mm.
to us, sister. Let's go. What
Yeah,
you got?
yeah,
Come on. Come
yeah.
on now. Come on. So, first of all, your faith is your foundation. Let's start there.
Mhm.
If you don't have
Yes.
that foundation, it's over.
Mhm.
Your mindset, that's your engine, right?
Mhm.
And your
Mhm.
motivation is your fuel. That's the spark that you get. Your faith reminds you that you are surrounded and connected to something that is greater than yourself,
Mm.
greater than us, right?
Yes.
And your mindset keeps you disciplined when your feelings start to move the needle on that vision.
Mhm.
That's what's going to keep you. And motivation is cool, but you cannot depend on it because that's going to waver also.
Right.
So
Mhm.
what you have to
Tell me about
depend
it.
on is your commitment to the faith you
Yes.
have.
Ooh. Yes.
So that's it. That's my sermon for today.
Bars, bars, bars,
Word.
bars, bars.
Short
I love
and
that.
sweet.
Because the way my motivation be going
I
away, I'd be
know.
like, I'm like, can't you stay
Girl,
motivated? And I just be
when
like,
them
no, I gotta
kids
find
start
something else
cutting
to
out, you be
inspire
like,
myself.
listen.
Listen, I'm
Like,
telling
what
you.
is gonna keep me focused on this task today? I don't know. Especially
Right.
with so many different distractions and things going on, right? Especially,
Mhm.
we're folks who are doing multiple things all at the same time,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So we have
Mhm.
multiple streams of income. We have multiple ideas. We're constantly creating. So
Correct.
staying motivated about certain things can be very complicated. Like you need
Hmm.
reminders. I need reminders to drink water,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Reminders. I keep a gallon of water on my desk. I got a fresh new gallon of water on my desk every single day in my office. And I realize it's like, okay, I didn't drink enough. So I have to see it. So I'm
Yeah.
constantly reminding myself, yo, did you drink
100%.
enough water? And then my
Mhm.
team
Yes.
members, I walk around, I'm
Mhm.
like, did y'all drink enough
Got
water
mine
today?
right here.
And I only do
I
that.
got
So
it
they look
right
at me
here.
and ask me if I drank enough water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just those simple things because staying motivated, we all can commit to things all day long, but we also
Right.
remember that it's easy to also recommit,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Recommitment is a good
Come
thing
on.
because sometimes
Come
we
on.
fall off or what we said we were going to do, what we thought we were going to do, what we
That
love.
motivation is gonna go away.
Yeah.
Exactly. But today's a new day. It's a new moment. Just
Yeah.
recommit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that because I like for me, I say faith it till you make it, but I restart every day. Like every day
Yes.
I'm a different person. And I'm just like, oh, well,
Yes.
didn't happen yesterday. Well, today's the new day. Or up 15
That
minutes later,
part.
oh, today's the new day. Like
Hmm.
I am
Hmm.
delusional with the restart. Cause I'm like, oh,
Come
didn't do it
on.
yesterday. I'm gonna restart tomorrow. And I just like
That's right.
it's weird, but it helps, it keeps me motivated in a way
Hmm.
like, okay, you can do it again. You can do it again. It's
Yes.
a restart.
Yes.
You can do it again. It's okay.
Yes.
So it's to alleviate the pressure in a way because like
Yes.
you said, we're multifaceted women and
Hmm.
we're super eclectic. We're doing all the
Yes.
things and I forget to
Hmm.
drink my water and take my vitamin D every
Come
day. I
on.
have to keep it
Hmm.
on my desk at work in order to take my vitamins because I'm just moving. So I'm like, okay, I leave it there. Okay, today's a new day. I forgot. All right, got to
Yep.
do it
We start
again.
again
We restart
tomorrow.
again tomorrow. Restart again tomorrow. And like you said, it's the only way to like you have to recommit all the time, and that's the
Yes.
mindset, you know.
It's
Especially when you have the
reconnecting.
failures or the
Yes.
challenges. It's like, okay,
Yes.
that didn't work out. Let me
Mm-hmm.
pivot a little bit and see how I
Mm-hmm.
can, change it up a little bit. So I
Yep.
do love it. The reset mindset type of vibe. That's
It,
me.
it, it allows you to reconnect to your why.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
allows you to pause but not quit.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
in that pause, you can simplify your priorities
Mm-hmm.
and protect your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
remind yourself that every challenge is a lesson turned blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
Hmm.
that. I really love that.
And and
Yeah.
and that and that that having to reconnect is proof that you're getting closer to your goal,
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
right?
Yes. It
Mm-hmm.
sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Because if
love
it's
that.
not hard, it's not even worth doing.
Right.
Come, listen, girl. Don't
Don't bore
start.
me with something
Let me
easy.
preach. Don't.
Wait a minute now. I like a little easy. I don't like too much hard. Like
Listen, for me,
I
it's
take a
like,
little gentle road.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
gentle road for the easy things, right?
Yeah.
Like for the steps to accomplishing where you got, okay, I got through this, I got through
Yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you're just so, I have this thing about mediocrity with people,
Oh.
right? Some people love living a very mediocre life. Okay. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not talking about like
Mm-hmm.
just being high achieving, because I know I'm high achieving. That's not my point.
Mm-hmm.
My talk about my not being mediocre is the fact that I share time with my own personal self. I share time with my family. I
Right.
share time
Yeah.
with my wife. I share time
Mm-hmm.
with my children.
Mm-hmm.
I share time with my
Mm-hmm.
friends. I share time with my businesses. I do all those different things to have a holistic life, right? And look at
Yes.
all aspects of my life.
Mm.
That's what makes me not mediocre. Because
Correct.
you
Come
have
on.
some
Yes.
people who can't achieve, or they can achieve hanging out. They know how
Hey,
to
Yes.
come
hustle on the
on.
block,
They
Come
know how to
on.
do that.
I'm
They know how
I'm
to do
I'm
but they
that.
can't do
grandma.
anything
I'm in the
else.
house at 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I love being
Yes.
I'm
outside.
like,
It's so
mm-mm.
true. It's so
No.
true.
Yeah, so it's
Mm-mm.
like, no, so you got to put things into action. So as we turn
I,
into our visions, right? We have these visions, but we have these action steps. So
mm,
Kendra, talk about accountability. How do you keep
mm,
yourself accountable?
mm,
Um, so in my mind's eye, I have a vision of like where how I want to look, like personally, physique, all that. So
mhm.
what I do is I go to the gym. I'm in
Yes.
Pilates. I was going to the
Yes.
gym for a year. I'm a five kind of girly. I like to get up early, do the things. So once I have a vision of what or how I want to feel in my clothes and it boosts my confidence in that way, that's how I continuously achieve the goal. It's like I felt really good at that space and at that time. I want to
Mhm.
continuously be there. You know,
Yeah,
you know
That's
your
right.
body how like when you start gaining the weight things feel a little heavier, the pants is a little
Hmm.
snug, or you look small in your jacket. There's certain things that like i I've already seen that version of myself and I've
Right.
already been there, and I'm like, I
Hmm.
like that the way I look, I like the way I feel, I like the way people
Yep.
compliment me at this space. So I'm gonna continuously do that. As far as like professional life, I like being a team player, and the
Mm,
way I interact with my colleagues, they notice that, and I value the fact that people can come to me or they want me a part of their program or they want me a part of their projects because I
mhm,
know that I'm a team player and I'll have
mhm.
critical thinking skills and I'll give positive feedback. So I continuously try to make myself available or do my part when I'm in group settings so people know like, hey, she's a good she's I can count on her to show up. So I kind of
hmm,
put the accountability on me more so
Mhm.
of like what are the characteristics I like about myself, or what other characteristics I want to build about myself, what type of
Mhm.
physique I want to look like for myself. So I hold myself accountable in those kind of parts. And then I got my girlfriends that are like, all right, you going to the
Yeah.
gym? So all right, I'm
Mhm,
going to the gym. Dang, because I wasn't going. So you have those accountability
mhm,
partners.
mhm,
And then I have like my goal friends, like my degreed up sisters that are like, honey, when you going to, you got to get back to school and this. So I have those type of people around me in my corner. So that's how I keep myself accountable as well. Like, okay, we got to make sure some of my girlfriends like, oh, we got to make sure we making this much in this year, or we got to have
yeah.
this behind our name or whatever. And I'm like, all right, girl, I'm on par. I'm on par. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So I love that when I with my some of my girlfriends. So yeah. as a little accountability buddies.
Because accountability is huge. I
Yeah,
love a
it
good
is.
It is.
accountability group. I live for
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah.
I live for them because I'm inspired by other people's progress.
Yeah.
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
I love supporting people. So if I'm able to
Mm-hmm.
be an agent of support for somebody, right, that
Mm-hmm.
gives me more fuel to be able to live my own life. Because
Yeah.
I helped you with that. That was a great, you did that proposal, you got
Mhm.
that
Right.
contract.
Right, right, right.
Wow. That's what that
Yeah.
15 minutes of commitment to you I gave you, that's what helped you do.
Yeah.
Like those types
Yeah.
of things are so rewarding. Right. And
Hmm.
it just helps you, like, then you can tap in back to them later on. I love
Mm-hmm.
using everybody as an
Yeah.
asset, right? Because everybody's an asset. Like
Yeah.
every single
That's
person I
right.
met, you are an asset to me, and I'm going to figure out how. Because I
Yeah.
know that the
Yeah.
universe blessed you with me and me with you because we're here
That's
for each
right.
other.
That's
Hmm.
right.
All that definitely matters.
Hmm.
I love
So,
that. Mm-hmm.
Dr. Priscilla, you work a lot with children, right? And especially teenagers around them, the progress around their goals and things they want to accomplish, especially around healthy eating. So
Mm-hmm.
talk to me about some of the strategies you teach the youth, or that can we also go for adults for tracking their goals.
Tracking your goals. I love to write things down. And I can't stress that enough. I can circle back to a
Hmm.
scripture that says, write the vision and make it plain so those who may see it may run with it. You have to write
Hmm.
that down. I don't do anything fancy. It's just
Mhm.
consistency, you know?
Hmm.
And if you
Yeah.
teach them to be consistent, um, it kind of gets to show you how far you've come,
Yep.
Right.
right? And even against your own mind when it tries to minimize your progress.
Yeah, for
So those
sure.
small reminders after writing it down, you can circle back to it and see how far you've come and what you've already
Hmm.
manifested. And you can
Hmm.
Yeah.
celebrate those small wins. That's what
Yep.
I do. I teach them a lot about journaling. We give them really pretty suede journals, and I'm not on them about what they put in there. What you put in there is your vision. If you want to share it with the
Hmm.
class, go ahead. You know,
Hmm.
but if you want to keep it to yourself, that's important too, and sharing your vision with
Hmm.
trusted people. You know how the old folks used to say, don't share that you're pregnant before you're 3 months pregnant, right? Before you're
Yeah.
over that period
Hmm.
where you can potentially miscarry the vision.
Hmm.
Mm.
Share it with people that you trust.
That was a
Yep.
That
bar.
will help you with those goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miscarried the vision. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She hit us with that one, huh? That was
Well,
a
like,
bar. That was a
wow.
bar. That was a
Black
bar.
girl, everything.
That was a
I'm
bar.
about to
That
talk
was a
about that one
bar.
later. I'm gonna do a whole nother live.
Yeah.
Like, listen, on my panel the other day, she talked about miscarrying the vision, y'all, and this is crazy.
Yeah.
20
Yes.
minutes later, I'm so like, I'm talking about it because that was so, that was
No, that's really
so,
amazing. For
wow.
sure.
Wow.
Mhm.
So, we're talking about miscarrying the vision, and sometimes people have a thing where they lack trust, right? So, Kendra,
Mm.
so we're talking about people when they're lacking trust and they have a hard time setting those bigger goals. I know you say you look in
Mhm.
the mirror, it helps keep you nice and tight, which you really are. You really are, just so you know.
Thank
So
you.
I'm just
Thank
letting you know, just a little bit. Okay. But for people who experience doubt around that, especially around wellness and people's
Mm.
physical
This is a good
well-being,
one.
physical
Hmm.
well-being can be
Mhm.
so hard for individuals, right?
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
how can people overcome that from like stopping them from setting those big goals? Talk to me.
Hmm.
Mm.
I of affirmations. I think affirmations are so important. And when I say faith it till you make it, it's like sometimes you just have to start speaking to yourself kindly for you to believe
Yeah.
it. Like, just like you said,
Come on.
repeating it and repeating it
Hmm.
over and over till you actually believe it. Like I remember like after I had my baby, um I don't want to say like I wasn't sure if it was if I was postpartum, but I remember having to be in the mirror and like talking to myself and saying, "You're
Mm.
beautiful.
Come
Your
on.
freckles are beautiful.
Mm.
Your lips are beautiful. Your nose are
Mm.
beautiful." To just like I had to
Mhm.
rebeat this thing into my head because at that moment
Mhm.
in time, I did not feel that I was I just didn't feel like I wanted to exist in the world. So, but once I
Mhm.
started just like every day speaking kinder to myself and like, you're
Mhm.
smart, you're beautiful, you can do hard things. That's my favorite one. You can do hard things. I tell myself and my daughter that all the time. You can do hard things because there's a level of empowerment, and then it clicks after a while. So I would say
That's right.
start with little affirmations, and they will turn into
Hmm.
bigger affirmations and bigger affirmations,
That's right.
and just that little feeding. You start feeding yourself that those
Mhm.
powerful kind words, and it works like magic. I always tell people, you
Yes,
have to
it
affirm
does.
yourself. You have to find a mantra
Mhm.
that you can say every day, but you have to pour into yourself. And
Mm.
like there's power in the tongue. You have to
Come
pour into
on.
yourself every day. You know,
Mhm.
I got a little preacher in me too.
Yeah, come on.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, before I came on this call, I was talking to Lisa. I was like, I'm gonna be on that call. I'm gonna have to keep them to a timestamp because they're both brilliant. And I already know they're gonna be dropping some gems and make me want to talk to
Come
them all
on.
night. Like
Hmm.
definitely, definitely. So Dr. Patel, I got a question for you though.
Yes, ma'am.
So sometimes we know we have to reevaluate our visions. So I have this thing where
Mm.
I tell people all the time, sometimes you say I'm doing something, and they don't feel like doing it no more. And guess what?
Right.
That's
Mm,
okay. So
Yes.
for you, so what are some of the things you can talk to people as they want to evolve in their visions for their life?
That's
What are
so
some of the things,
good.
some strategies to do
That's
about that?
that's so good. I like to schedule check-ins with myself,
Mm,
whether it's monthly, quarterly. Um,
mm,
that actually helps me to, and I say to myself, was that aligned? Um,
mm,
did it feel forced? What
mm,
needs to expand?
hmm
And I give
mhm.
myself permission to evolve without feeling that I've failed an old version of the plan.
Ooh,
mm,
girl.
It's okay to fail forward into
Yes.
success.
Yeah.
yep,
Mm,
And it's just that simple.
I love that.
it
I
is just
love
that simple.
that. Yeah. It
Oof.
is that simple.
The old version of the plan doesn't really even matter.
Right. It don't
Doesn't
even
even
matter.
matter.
That was the old plan. I
You
want
got
to
to
do
get to
something
know
new.
the new plan that God is revising for you to
Yeah.
carry out today. There may be a
Yeah.
new way that He has for you to carry out the call that He's placed on your life. Open
Right.
hmm
yourself up to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what that makes me think about is like that little piece of fear that, like even if it's the old version of you, and then you
Mm,
start like second guessing yourself, and you
come
like you
on.
feel like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I'm supposed to stick to this version. I'm supposed to stick to this version. And like you said, open
It's okay
yourself
to
up to it.
pivot.
Right. It's okay to pivot, but it really be like that weird piece of fear that
Yes.
really be holding you back. Like, but God has a bigger version for
Come
you and not
on.
what you thought was you holding on to. So I really love
Come on.
that you said that. And it just makes me think a little bit deeper about like my pivots and how I'm
Yes.
supposed to be looking at my pivots. So I appreciate those words.
And you
Yeah.
have to expect the fear, but not wait for it to disappear. You got to move with
Mm.
it, lean in. What you resist
Hmm.
persists, right?
Hmm.
And you
Ooh.
have to surround yourself with people because whoever has the gate to your ear is most important. And you have to
Right.
hmm
surround yourself with people and environments that agree with your future
Hmm.
and that pivot,
Absolutely.
that shift that you're trying to make.
Hmm.
That is key.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
agree with you 1000, 1,000,000% about that. I tell people all
Mhm.
the time, I love outgrowing spaces, which means
Ooh,
that
Hmm.
come
I'm
on.
growing to a new individual, right? Because if you can sit with the
Right. Oh,
same people all the time, like you will always have your crew. Like your
Come
right.
on.
crew of people, it
Come
doesn't
on.
matter. Y'all can hang out and kiki all day long.
That
But
part.
if you're not outgrowing these particular spaces, it's like, are you growing at all?
Are
Like
you
Right.
growing at
what are you
all?
really doing? Because are you
Right.
actually living? Because
Right.
living,
Mm.
you're
Yes, it's
going to grow.
evolving.
You
Yes.
cannot not grow if you're not if you're living. There's just
Right. Right.
Come on.
there's no way
Oh,
because
Come
all
on.
those experiences are pouring into you. But if you're putting yourself in the same redundant, mediocre experience
Come
yes.
on.
every
Yes.
single day, you're
Oh,
not actually living.
I need you to talk to
And
some
you're not
people.
around the right circle.
No, you're
Yes,
not.
Because anyone that allows you to remain the same is not for you.
exactly.
Not
I
at all.
agree.
Not at all. I
I-
am that friend. You said you was getting that
That's gonna be
master's
like,
and you didn't
girl,
here. What's going on?
Right. Hello.
You told me last month you were
get
tired of that
your
job. What's going
get your
on?
life together.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
keep
And
calling
we
me
need
complaining about this
Yes,
relationship. I'm
and
not
you
accepting
need
these
that. That
calls no
circles
more.
back to your
What's
accountability
going on?
partner.
what's
Right.
going on.
Yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
part. That part.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, I love that.
Yes,
I love
ma'am.
that.
Yeah,
You
it's like
guys are
huge.
Mm,
Like you got to keep the right people around you who can motivate you and elevate you to the next
that's
level.
key.
That's why I'm a
Mhm.
collector of people. That's why I love that I have you guys now. You guys are my back pocket.
Mm.
Y'all just don't know it.
Mm.
Yes, yes. Oh, first of all, you already
You just
know. Both
collecting
of you
us all
guys already
crazy.
know. I was like, oh
Word.
my God, where were you all my life? Don't you know I'm your new niece? Hello. Very easy. And I want to thank you guys for just creating a space for, young Black girls in our city to have people to look up to. It is
Yeah.
really important. I don't know if you
Mm,
guys know how valuable you are, but you are.
mm.
Like, it is important for us to see you, to experience you, to have you as the big aunties and letting us know, like, hey, that ain't the way to go. You need to go this way. You need to be on
Mhm.
this. You need to do that. It is so important
Up in a minute,
because
off the block. What you doing? Why you here?
exactly. It is
What
so
time is it?
important. And just like, sometimes when I see each of you, it's always you guys are always pouring into me in
Mm,
a private manner, or just like, check
mm.
like, hey, I see you, sis, you doing what you gotta do. And I appreciate that so much. You do not understand how it is like what it does to me. So I appreciate you guys so much. I just want to let you guys know I'm gonna give you your flowers now, okay?
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
telling them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like so you both are like incredibly dynamite. I was excited to end off my panel series for this year with you two in particular. I was like, I know exactly who I want to have this finalizing conversation with for the year because to give
Mm,
people that energy to jump into 2026. Because I already know
Yeah.
2026
yes.
is my big year. I think it's gonna be my banger year. I don't know
Oh,
what's happening, but I
but
feel it.
Oh,
It's
ooh,
like
you
the
feel it.
fire is
good.
under
Come
me,
on.
and I'm just like.
Yes.
I'm like, yo, I'm getting the
Jesus.
right players in the right places. I'm getting the right
Yes. Yeah.
opportunities because
Yeah.
you also I'm giving the right possibilities for other people. And I see
Yes.
that you both do the
Come
same.
on.
So I
See.
love aligning myself with really dope
Mhm.
people who are just as dope as me, or if
Amen.
not
I
dope.
love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. So
So
good.
as we bring this amazing conversation to a close, right? What is a powerful statement or a mantra you want to leave
Mm,
our people with about their future and guiding their future vision?
mm,
Think about that.
Mm,
What do you got?
I got a few.
mm.
You got a few, Kendra?
I have a
Yeah,
few because these
girl.
are on my
Only
vision
this when
boards,
it'll get long.
right?
Go ahead, Kendra. We're listening.
So the ones that I
Uh-huh.
have on my vision board is I'm deserving of everything I dream of.
Hmm.
Come on.
Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out.
Mm,
Choose people that
that's
are
right.
good for your mental health. Focus
Mm-hmm.
on the steps in front of you, not the whole staircase. One
Mm,
year equals 365 opportunities. Just do one. Do one.
mm,
And the last one is I am enough.
That you are.
mm.
That you are.
Period.
Thank
Period.
Dr.
you.
Priscilla, what you got?
I'm gonna leave you with one scripture. No, I'm just I'm gonna leave you with one. And I would say I am divinely, because I am is the two most powerful words that anyone could use that activates all
Yes.
76
Hmm.
trillion cells in your body. I
Hmm.
am divinely guided,
Yes.
capable, and responsible for honoring the vision that God has placed inside of me. And that's it.
Yes.
I got one.
Amen.
That's it.
I needed
I am
that. So
divinely
first of all, that was
guided,
like a whole prayer.
capable, and responsible for honoring the vision that God has placed inside of me.
I love
Amen.
that.
Amazing.
You got me almost about to cry a little bit over here. That was so powerful. I'm seriously, my
Ah,
eyes are like watering. I love it.
girl.
Love
Yeah.
it.
It's
So
good.
powerful, so powerful, so powerful. So again, I want to thank you both for joining us today. So as we close out, please tell people how they can follow you, the name of your business, your website, where they also can donate tomorrow on Giving Tuesday. Go ahead, Kendra.
Mm,
My IG handle is Kay Care, that's
mhm.
KhaykAre. And that's the same on IG. Also for my website is kcare.com and Gmail, kcare@gmail.com. And that's it. What was the last one?
Oh,
Donate.
so
Y'all want to
yeah,
donate to
how
my
can people?
pockets?
Yeah, listen, you got a 501(c)(3). You got to send that money over so you get
Oh,
this program
listen,
going.
just email me because I got to get everything set up. I got my information today. So if you actually want to donate or help any of the my programming, just send me an email, kcare@gmail.com.
Perfect. She's also accepting volunteers for her wellness courses that she's going to be running throughout the rest of this
Yes.
year, as well as any other health practitioners who want to participate and partner with her. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Priscilla.
Ooh, child. So Dr. Priscilla is my IG handle. Spelled Dr. Priscilla, and my last name Echi. I have the Social Butterfly Community, which is a community where we share and love. And that is at the Social Butterfly Community. My website is thesocialbutterfly.org. And then I have my for-profit site, which is thesocialbutterflyonline.com. I have my books, Turn Pain into Power, shameless plug. I have three other books, Milo and the Mood Cloud, which is a children's book. I have The World Within, which is one of the other books I wrote. And then I wrote a book about Kanye, which people think it's about the fanfare, but it's really a man who struggled with mental health. So
Yeah.
that's the crux of what that book is about. And you can always donate. We are creating wellness rooms and spaces all over the world. So if you want to donate, you can donate on thesocialbutterfly.org or you can donate on thesocialbutterfly.com, whichever floats your boat. And I want to thank you for having us
Perfect, 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 perfect.
all
So
in
again,
one
my name is
breath.
Dr. Glow. So all in Giving Tuesday for me tomorrow. You guys can go to my Daisy Dream Project, and you can go ahead and donate towards our diaper bank program that we have in Mount Vernon, as well as all of our other mental health programming we have for our families, because they're all free for our community. So
Yes.
free for our community. I need you guys to pay for it. Thank you all for donating tomorrow on Giving Tuesday. A lot of great organizations that the little bit counts. We have 100 people send us $2. We got a couple of dollars to run a program. We know how
Right.
to stretch $10. Trust me,
Okay, we do.
get it
Mhm.
done. So thank you all for tuning in and good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.